Justin Timberlake is one of the most iconic entertainers of our generation. From his days as the standout member of NSYNC to dominating the charts as a solo artist, actor, and entrepreneur, Timberlake has remained in the spotlight for over 2 decades. But even the brightest stars sometimes face silent battles that never make the headlines. Over the years, fans have noticed changes: fewer performances, extended breaks, and moments where he just didn't seem like his usual high-energy self. While no official confirmation has been given, whispers began circulating online suggesting that Justin may have been quietly dealing with Lyme disease, the same chronic illness that's impacted other stars like Justin Bieber, Avril Lavigne, and Shania Twain. Lyme disease is a complex, often misunderstood condition that can affect everything from your energy to your brain function. In a world where celebrities are expected to perform at 100% all the time, illnesses like these often go unseen, unspoken, and misinterpreted. So today, we're diving deep into the facts, the fan theories, and what we do and don't know about Justin Timberlake's possible battle with Lyme disease. Because sometimes, the real story is the one we don't see. Before we dig deeper into Justin Timberlake's story, let's take a moment to understand what Lyme disease really is. Lyme disease is a bacterial infection caused by the Borrelia burgdorferi bacteria, usually transmitted through the bite of an infected black-legged tick, often called a deer tick. It starts off subtly, often with flu-like symptoms or a telltale bullseye rash. But if left untreated, it can become chronic and seriously debilitating. Symptoms range from intense fatigue, joint pain, and headaches to neurological problems like brain fog, mood swings, and even memory loss. For many, it's a daily battle that the outside world doesn't see. And here's the twist: Lyme disease is notoriously hard to diagnose. Many people, even celebrities, go years without a proper diagnosis, being misdiagnosed with everything from depression to autoimmune disorders. And because symptoms can come and go or mimic other conditions, it's often dismissed, especially in high-performance professions like music and entertainment. So when fans start noticing a sudden change in someone like Justin Timberlake, less energy, extended absences, or vocal fatigue, it naturally raises questions. Could Lyme disease be the reason? Now let's walk through the timeline that sparked the rumors surrounding Justin Timberlake's health. Back in late 2018, Justin abruptly canceled several stops on his Man of the Woods tour, citing vocal cord issues. At first, it seemed like a simple case of overuse, but then the cancellations extended for weeks. Fans began to worry. This wasn't like him. Justin had always been known for his endurance on stage, often performing for hours with near-flawless energy. Then came the silence. Justin took extended time off, posting less on social media, skipping major public events, and stepping out of the limelight more often. Speculation grew online. Reddit threads and fan forums started pointing out patterns: fatigue, longer recovery periods between shows, and less engagement in high-pressure performances. Though Timberlake never directly addressed the rumors, many began to wonder if something deeper was going on, especially when comparisons were drawn to Justin Bieber, who went through similar struggles before publicly revealing his Lyme diagnosis in 2020. Unlike Bieber or Avril Lavigne, Justin Timberlake has never officially confirmed any battle with Lyme disease. But the whispers persist. Fans who've experienced Lyme themselves say they recognize the signs, and that maybe Timberlake chose to fight it privately, away from public scrutiny. So what really happened during that quiet phase in Justin's career? Was it just vocal rest? Or was it something more? So, what made fans start connecting the dots and suspect Lyme disease in the first place? It wasn't just the canceled shows or time off. It was the pattern of subtle, lingering symptoms that seemed all too familiar. Some fans pointed out that Justin Timberlake appeared more fatigued than usual during public appearances. Others noticed that he was taking longer breaks between albums and tours, something that didn't line up with his previously relentless work ethic. And if you followed his career closely, you'll know JT was always sharp, energetic, and extremely precise with his performances. So when things started slowing down, fans noticed. Then came comparisons to Justin Bieber. In 2020, Bieber revealed he had been battling Lyme disease after months of online bullying for looking sick or strung out. Once his diagnosis was public, fans who had followed his symptoms recognized the same traits in Timberlake's recent appearances: low energy, less engagement, and visible exhaustion. While there's no official medical report, many in the Lyme community, Those who have personally battled the disease say Justin's behavior fits the mold. To them, he's showing all the signs of someone managing a chronic illness quietly, possibly even out of fear of being misunderstood. And let's be honest, in the world of showbiz, where health is often hidden behind the curtain, it wouldn't be surprising if Timberlake chose to keep a diagnosis like this to himself. Lyme disease doesn't just take a toll on your body. It affects your mind, your emotions, and for performers, your entire livelihood. For someone like Justin Timberlake, whose career depends on high-energy live shows, precision vocals, and mental sharpness, the impact of Lyme disease could be devastating. Imagine preparing for a world tour, only to wake up too fatigued to rehearse, or standing under bright lights in front of thousands. But your brain is clouded with fog and your joints ache with every step. Fatigue is a major symptom. Many Lyme patients say it feels like they're carrying weights on their limbs even after a full night's rest. That alone makes it nearly impossible to maintain the pace of back-to-back tours or multi-hour performances. Then there's the neurological side: mood swings, anxiety, memory lapses, issues that could easily be misunderstood as burnout or personal struggles by the media. And let's not forget the pressure. Public figures often feel the need to push through, fearing judgment or backlash if they admit vulnerability. When celebrities like Timberlake appear off, the public may criticize without understanding what's really going on behind the scenes. Lyme disease isn't always visible, but for a performer, it's a silent fight that affects every note, every step, and every decision. And if Justin is dealing with it, it would explain so much about the quiet shifts we've seen in his public life. If Justin Timberlake is quietly battling Lyme disease, he wouldn't be the only A-list star to do so. In fact, several celebrities have come forward in recent years with their own Lyme stories, many after years of misdiagnosis, silence, or being judged unfairly in the public eye. Take Justin Bieber, for example. For months, he was mocked online for looking tired, unfocused, or unwell. But in 2020, he revealed that he had Lyme disease, and suddenly, everything made sense. His fatigue, his skin issues, his mood swings, they were all connected to the illness. Then there's Avril Lavigne, whose battle was even more intense. At her worst, she was bedridden for 5 months and described feeling like she was dying. She later used her platform to raise awareness about how serious and misunderstood Lyme can be. Shania Twain, another music legend, revealed that Lyme disease caused nerve damage in her vocal cords, forcing her to relearn how to sing. For performers, that's not just a health issue. That's an identity crisis. These stories have one thing in common. Each artist kept silent until the time was right. They suffered in private, often while fans and critics speculated. So if Justin Timberlake is walking a similar path, it wouldn't be shocking that he's chosen not to speak about it. At least not yet. If Justin Timberlake is battling Lyme disease or any chronic illness, why hasn't he said anything publicly? The answer might lie in how public figures deal with vulnerability. In the entertainment world, silence can be strategic. Health issues, especially invisible ones, are often kept private to protect an artist's image, opportunities, and even endorsement deals. Opening up could shift the focus from their talent to their condition. And for someone like Justin, who's built a brand around energy, perfection, and performance, sharing a health struggle might feel like showing a crack in the armor. Let's also remember, some people simply prefer privacy. Just because other celebrities have gone public doesn't mean everyone has to. And when it comes to something as complex and misunderstood as Lyme disease, it's not always easy to find the right words or the right time. There's also the fear of being misunderstood. Lyme is often dismissed by those who don't understand it. People might say, "You look fine," or "You're just tired," when in reality, the person is dealing with something much deeper. For someone constantly in the public eye, facing that skepticism can be overwhelming. So maybe Justin's silence isn't denial, it's protection. A way of handling his journey on his own terms, without the noise of media speculation or public opinion. In a world filled with speculation and social media theories, it's easy to forget that celebrities are human too. If Justin Timberlake is facing health issues like Lyme disease, what he needs most isn't gossip, it's understanding. Rather than jumping to conclusions or dissecting every public appearance, fans can choose to show empathy. Chronic illnesses like Lyme often go unnoticed, misdiagnosed, or misunderstood, even in everyday people, let alone global superstars. The symptoms don't always show, but the struggle is real. This is a reminder that what we see on stage or in photos is only a small piece of the story. Performers may smile, sing, and dance in front of thousands while silently battling things we can't imagine. So before we question why someone isn't as sharp or active as they used to be, we should ask ourselves, what if there's more going on behind the scenes? Raising awareness about invisible illnesses like Lyme doesn't just help celebrities. It helps everyday people feel seen, believed, and supported. So whether Justin Timberlake ever confirms a diagnosis or not, let this be a conversation starter. Let it be about compassion, not curiosity. Let it be about awareness, not assumption. So, what's the truth about Justin Timberlake and Lyme disease? At this point, we don't have an official diagnosis, but the signs, the silence, and the speculation have raised some powerful questions. And maybe that's the bigger story here. It's not just about whether Justin has Lyme disease or not. It's about how we view illness, especially when it hides behind fame, cameras, and world tours. Whether it's Timberlake, Bieber, Levine, or someone in your own life, chronic illness doesn't always come with a warning label. As fans, our role isn't to pry. It's to support, to stay curious, not judgmental, and most importantly, to spread awareness about the very real challenges that come with invisible conditions like Lyme disease. If you found this video eye-opening, let us know in the comments. Do you think celebrities owe the public an explanation when it comes to health? Drop in support of anyone quietly battling a chronic illness today. YW checkmark, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the unseen stories behind the stars. Because here, we tell the stories that others overlook. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes the strongest people are the ones fighting the quietest battles.